All right, guys, we are here with David Dobkins, and he just earned $10,000 to $20,000 without investing any money whatsoever. He gets $1,000 a month for the next 10 to 20 months, and he's going to tell you a little bit about his experience. You're going to learn a little bit about this, and you're going to learn how you can see if you qualify as well. It's pretty easy. A lot of ordinary people, most people meet the qualifications. So, David, tell us a little bit about yourself. Where are you from? What do you do for a living? Give us all those details.
Sounds good. And Dwayne, thank you, first of all, just up front for sharing this with me. I know that you're inviting people to join you in this endeavor, and it's the real deal. And so whoever's watching, if you want information, just let us know. But as Dwayne said, I just entered into this process of earning $10,000 to $20,000 over 10 to 20 months. And the process has been very simple and flowed really well. I'm a business person. I'm an entrepreneur at heart. I actually am a CFO for a local nonprofit organization as well. So I'm out here helping people through my time and effort in various ways, but also as an entrepreneur, I'm always looking for ways to stack those passive incomes and tapping things that are solid, that work. And this is just one of those several things right there, Dwayne.
Absolutely. So you got to tell people, you jumped ahead. I was going to ask you how
I'm
was
sorry. I'm
you
excited.
already told us. Tell
Yeah.
people a little bit about yourself. Where are you from, and what do you? I know you said you're a CFO for a nonprofit organization, but
Yeah.
tell us a little bit about where you're from and what you do.
I live in Arizona, sunny Tucson, Arizona, and I'm married. I have three young adult kids and a lot going on in life. I do other things besides my work with the nonprofit organization. I run a couple other businesses. I do investing, and just got connected with Dwayne here, and he's a great guy to be connected with. Very genuine, very helpful. But I'm just the kind of guy who I have a lot going on. I want something that I can spend a little bit of time on. I know this things that are worth having are worth working for. And this is one of those things. It just doesn't happen to take 40 to 50 or 60 hours a week to accomplish. And so that's a good thing for a lot of people.
Yeah, and that was going to be my next question. How was your experience? But you answered that first. Let me ask you this: how easy was it, and how long did it take for you to apply?
So easy. Like when you first shared this, obviously I had a couple questions. Is this thing legit? Who else is doing it? How does it work? And you got me connected with Jerry, who runs the organization, and he answered a few key questions for me as a business person, as an entrepreneur, and just as a person who just loves to partake in new opportunities, but wants to be careful and do the right things. Jerry was great. I got connected with the onboarding team after that, and we went through the process, and they took me step by step. For me, it took a couple weeks over a period of time, not working solid all that time, but an hour, half an hour here and there just to get it accomplished because of my schedule. But yeah, flowed pretty well worth the effort.
Awesome, awesome. So part the biggest thing I know is gathering the documents you need to apply. But once you have those documents to apply, it's like 10 minutes, at that, you know, once you have those documents together, you're good to go. It's cake from there on out. So
Absolutely.
how do they pay you?
They pay me direct deposit, ACH, right into my account. There was a little bit of upfront stuff to put out, but that they refunded, reimbursed immediately. And that's all part of the agreement, part of how it works. So I'm zero out of pocket, except for a couple hours of time. And that's a good deal right there.
Good, good. So it makes it simple and makes it easy when it's right into your bank account. Um,
Mhm.
I guess my next question is, are there any strings attached? Are there any strings attached?
I mean, the only strings that I see are just you have to hang in there with it for 10 to 20 months. And every now and then there's going to be a task or two, which are very simple, very easy. The way I understand it, it's going to be about 30 minutes or so here and there. And that's it. So really, like, for the payout, for the results, for the benefit, really no strings of any consequence.
Yeah, yeah. And a lot of that, if there's any work at all, it's usually just signing documents, which is pretty simple
Mhm.
to do.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
so who would you recommend this?
Well, I would recommend it for people who want to earn an extra 10 to $20,000 over a period of time, that have limited time on their schedule, that are into business and see the value, but also people who have plenty of time and they're just not sure what to do with it, because there's people out of work, there's people who are maybe retired or semi-retired, all different walks of life. There are some qualifications you have to meet. Most average people meet those qualifications. But yeah, I would recommend it for pretty much anybody. It's US based. That's one of the caveats. So if you're watching this and you're outside the US, we love you. This thing only works for people in the US, but other than that, I would recommend it for anybody who's willing to jump in and spend a little bit of time for a pretty sizable payout over time.
Exactly, exactly. 10K to 20K is not going to change anybody's life, but it's also a pretty substantial amount of money. If you went to the
Mhm.
casino and you hit a $15,000 jackpot on the slot, I guarantee you're going to be excited. And it's that little boost that it gives you, which is kind of
Yeah.
nice. Um,
Yep.
so here's the golden question. What will you do with the money?
Well, I've already got my first $1,000. I just got that Thursday. And so I'm investing. I like most people, I like to have fun and spend money, but at my stage in life, I've got 3 young adult kids. My wife and I are just brand new empty nesters, so we're thinking about the future. So I love investing. I'm an active investor. I've been doing that for several years now. With the way the markets are, especially working with you, and you're going to talk about that in a minute, Dwayne. You can roll that $1,000 per month and multiply it to some degree and have even more on top of it. Or you can take half of it, for mad money or to pay down your mortgage or whatever. But I'm going to be investing it. And I've got a daughter getting married in October. So, that's going to help pay for part of that too. So it's all good.
You know what? If you have young adult kids, from what I hear, that's the most expensive age because you got them getting married, you got them going to college, you got tuition. We know what you're doing with. If you have kids
Oh,
that age, we know what you're doing
oh
with
yeah.
a good chunk of your money. And one thing you
Yeah.
was investing, and of course, hopefully you'll use Infurio services. For those people who don't
Yes.
know, Infurio is my company where you get to follow me in the markets, stocks. We do options, we do crypto. Stocks are a really big thing. And we created a risk management strategy using the biblical meaning of numbers. We've never lost using this strategy. And it's a pretty awesome
Mhm.
strategy. We will have times where it's kind of slower, like right now is one of those times, and then we have times it's really busy. But we utilize this strategy called the power of one, and it's really effective at growing long-term wealth. So far, it's been proven to be effective thus far.
Absolutely.
So you're welcome to come trade with us. My hope is that you'll take some of that money that you're earning and you'll trade it. You'll use Infurio services. We don't take any investment money. We empower you to empower yourself. It's awesome. But you do have to be an Infurio member to apply for the 10K to 20K. However, I give you a free 3-month membership. So you get Infurio
That's awesome.
free for 3 months. It gives you plenty of time to apply for the 10K to 20K. At the end of 3 months, if you want to become an Infurio member, great. A lot of people do. If not, you're still getting paid the $1,000 a month that you applied for with the 10K to 20K deal. So it works out beautifully. You get to come into Infurio and it doesn't cost you a penny. In fact, we'll help put money in your pocket before you ever consider paying a dime, which is pretty powerful. So you do have to be a member of Infurio, but I give you a free 3-month membership for that. And I think you'll enjoy Infurio services as well. So do you have any final thoughts, David?
Absolutely. And again, thank you, Dwayne. Like, there's a lot of people that know guys like us on Facebook, and we do various things. This is very unique. This is very different than a lot of things that people are promoting. It's real, it's business, it's working with solid people, and it's somewhat semi-passive. So that's amazing. Working with you, Dwayne, has been a pleasure. Having been in Furio for a little while before, and I had time constraints and I just had a lot going on. Going to be jumping back in, and that's going to be amazing. And when I followed your trades, it was a few months back that we did that. Came out with 20% earnings, on just about a 30 days, 40 days deal. So pretty amazing. Yeah. I mean, you can put that up against most things. So like Dwayne said, sometimes the markets are flat. That's all good. But if you hang in there, it's not hard to win following a good strategy.
Absolutely. And that's the beautiful thing about Infurio, because it's all about setting up. Infurio is not about, hey, why do I need to put my money in to get to make money? No. How do I need to play it to win? And that's the
Right.
difference. And when you know how you need to play it to win, you can be in that valley for several weeks, maybe for several months, but then that next month you can make a boatload. So, and then there's times where you're just moving money like mad through the market. Those are the fun times we have. We have
Yeah. Yeah.
as well. So
That's coming.
it is. We're at
Yeah.
a really good point in the market though for people to come in. If you're coming in now, you're at a really good point in my opinion, because the market's been beaten down there close to the bottom. So I do want to let everybody out there know that you too can earn $10,000 to $20,000 without investing a dime, providing you meet the qualifications. Most average people, they meet the qualifications. They're not that hard to meet, but you do have to meet the qualifications. So if you want to see if you can get an extra 10K to 20K, if you could use an extra 10K to 20K, just send David or myself a message that says, see if I qualify. Simple as that. See if I qualify. We'll shoot you back a list of the qualifications. If you meet them, we'll have a little short phone call. Won't take very long. We'll explain the details and then direct you what you need to do next, how you need to apply, where you need to go. It's pretty easy, pretty straightforward. So
Absolutely.
reach out to us, see if you qualify. We'll send you the qualifications and we'll go from there. Well, David, I want to thank you for joining me today. And
Thank you, Dwayne.
I look forward to helping out. I look forward to both of us getting to help out many, many more people to come.
It's a pleasure, and thank you for your time, and like you said, if you could use an extra 10 to 20K, I don't know who couldn't. So, reach out to us.
Absolutely.